What's up, everyone? My name is Alan, founder and consultant at Fornow Marketing, and welcome to Liquid for Technical Marketers. Today, we're going to talk about the three types of liquid code. There's only three types of liquid code, and when we break it down that way, it sounds so simple. Let's get started. First, we have what's called a variable. So what exactly is a variable? Think back to your middle school algebra class where x equaled some value. It's a very similar concept. A liquid variable is assigned a certain value, and we can use that variable to create personalized messages. A variable is always surrounded by the curly brackets, two left curly brackets and the two right curly brackets. So whenever you see curly brackets, you can expect that variable's value to be rendered in our messages. For example, here we have a variable called first name set equal to Alan, and we want to actually call that variable by putting first name, the variable name, in between two left brackets and two right brackets. Let's click test to see what happens. And here we see Alan is rendered properly. One thing to note is that variables are also referred to as objects in the Liquid documentation page, but for our program, we'll refer to them as variables. Second, we have tags, and I like to think of tags as functions. Tags are the more advanced type of liquid code, but the good thing is that there really isn't too many tags to learn, and each tag is not too complex. And tags and functions will never render anything themselves, but all the work gets done in the background. Tags are surrounded by a single curly bracket and percentage symbol, just like this. And I'm sure you noticed the other code when we went over the first name variable example. I am talking about this part right here. This is a tag right here. And that is called the assign tag. And the assign tag allows us to create variables and assign values to variables. The assign tag is how we were able to create a variable called first name. We'll talk more about the assign tag many more times throughout our program, so don't worry if this is still new to you. Lastly, we have what's called filters, and filters change the output of a liquid variable, and filters cannot stand alone in liquid and must always be tied to a variable. For example, did you notice that my first name Alan was spelled with a lowercase a? And when sending an email to a customer, we might want to make sure that their name is capitalized, even if their name is lowercase in our internal database. So liquid filters allow me to take that first name, this variable right here, and put it through a filter so that the name value gets capitalized. And the specific filter we would use is called capitalize, and here's how we would use it. So to put a filter, we put a pipeline character at the end of our variable name before the closing brackets, and then we add the word capitalize, which is the filter. Notice how the color changed there. And once again, here we are using the capitalized filter to make sure that our variable first name is being rendered with the first letter capitalized, even if the variable value itself does not have the first letter capitalized. Let's take a look at what that looks like. And there it is. We can even see the variable value change just now to capital A. To close off, all the symbols that we use for coding are called syntax. So curly brackets is the syntax for variables. Curly bracket plus percent symbol is the syntax for tags or functions. And lastly, the pipeline character is the syntax for filters. That's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.